Hello, my name is Robert Caldwell, and I am from Midlothian, Virginia. My painting Sewanee Barn came from a visit to Sewanee, Tennessee in 2007. I had gone down to Sewanee to visit a friend of mine who is a professor, and while I was down there, he and I decided to go for a hike as he and I have done in the past. And we're making our way through the woods and eventually came up out of the tree canopy onto the top of the plateau. And there was a field that we came upon, and I look over to my right, and there's this old, dilapidated barn that, as we walked out to it, I was really intrigued by the natural shapes that the barn was creating, and then, of course, the shadows that were being cast across the wood planking of the barn just, I thought, were just magical. So, took a bunch of photographs of the barn. When I got back to my studio in Virginia, it was the elongated format of the front of the barn with the wide open window up in the loft that struck my interest. So I had to go out and find reference material to place in my setting of the barn, and the most usual thing that you would see in a barn besides an owl would be pigeons. I unfortunately did not see any pigeons in the barn while I was there, but back here in Richmond, we have a place called Maymont. It's an old family plantation, I guess. And I know from many visits there in the past that they have a building that pigeons like to congregate on. So I knew I could go there and get the reference I needed. My reference material for my birds had to be from the same angle. So basically, I went to Maymont and I just kind of sat there and waited for them to move around. And I took a bunch of photographs, and out of the photographs I found three that I could fit nicely into the openings of the barn, and was able to compose the piece that you see in front of you. And I'm very pleased that it has found a home at the Woodson Museum. Thank you, and enjoy your tour.